In today's video, I'm going to show you how to win as Sweden. So let's just start it. Hello there, this is Lost Jedi, and today I am going to try to show you how you can manage to be one of the strongest power in Europe as Sweden, like they used to be. As always, let's talk about the Sweden position in 1836, which is Victorian era. So as Sweden, we recently lost our Finnish provinces to Russia, which is a very bad thing, and we will try to get it back, even though it's going to be the toughest challenge for this run. But also, we got Norway as our personal unions, which is a good thing. But overall, Sweden is in a very tough position because we don't have enough population, our GDP is not good. In terms of technology, we're not in the best shape. We're not that bad either, but we don't have railways, for example, which is a very important technology. And also, there's a nation that we can form, which we will try to form, which is Scandinavia. And in order to form Scandinavia, there's actually a very easy way that I'm going to show you. You don't really need to fight with anyone or like conquer. Simply improving relationship with Denmark will probably get you form Scandinavia peacefully. I hope so. But in order to form Scandinavia, we need to have pan-nationalism, which is going to be a very tough challenge, and I'm not going to prioritize that because we have a lot of things to do. First, we need to fix our industry, and that is the best part for Sweden because you can actually learn how to industrialize your country as Sweden. It's so easy. I'm going to show you in a second. Actually, let's just not waste our time and let's just start the game. So the first thing first, I really want this railways. This is a very important technology in my opinion, especially for Sweden. For your government, what I recommend you to do, I think you should have armed forces in your government. So I think this is a good one. The reason why we want armed forces in our government is because of this law. I want to colonize. So if you want to be a strong and superpower in Europe in 1836, you need to colonize. You need to know how to colonize because especially as Sweden, we only have a few provinces and we don't have enough resources. How can we get those resources? Of course, from Africa. A lot of tax. I'm so sorry, but we have to do this. I'm gonna add consumption tax to clothes. You can add more, but I like to give some state edicts, so I'm gonna say 300 authority points. Do not touch these. Don't touch these. It's all good. And then as Sweden, we have to have logging camps in Gotland or Norland, and we're gonna build them actually, and also iron mines, diplomatic situation. So we're gonna declare our interest into this lands because I really want to colonize these provinces. I'm actually gonna put one here as well. I think this is a perfect because this is exactly what we are going to colonize. And also we're gonna need a lot of influence points. So how can you get those? It's very simple. You're just gonna declare a lot of rivalry. As you can see, we're gonna declare most of them into small countries in Germany. So now we have a bunch of influence point where we're going to improve our relationship with the Great Britain, Prussia, and Denmark. And the others, it's up to you. If you want to improve your relationship with Russia, just go ahead. If you want to improve relationship with the Ottomans, just go ahead. It doesn't really matter. I think now we have a decent start, so you can pretty much unpause the game. Right, a few weeks passed, so it's time for our war. I know I told you we're gonna place a little bit safe, but like this land is very important in my opinion. So let's just mobilize our army. This is very important. We're gonna need one more general here. So try to get industrialists in your army. So I think this is a good start. And then we will simply do a naval invasion. There you go, the war started. It doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do, we're gonna do a naval invasion. 90% of the times you're gonna succeed your naval invasion. Well, there you go. We managed to land here. As you can see, we got these provinces. By the way, I recommend you to keep your army here because I actually want to conquer all these provinces at once because I don't want to do all those, come back to Sweden and then come back to here. You might be wondering, why are we conquering here? So Sweden is a good place. Too many stuff, especially when it comes to coal. We don't have coal in Sweden. So we only have a few of them. We need a lot of them. So what we're going to do, we're going to get everything from here. So I'm just going to declare my second war here. Let's put our army over here. And there you go. We got our second provinces here. And there you go. We send a peace. I think now you can chill. You don't need to attack anyone. Alright, everything is going super nice. We're industrializing our country. We're almost at 6 million GDP. And we have 500,000 gold reserves. Which means that we can actually expand our infrastructure and construct your centers. But there is a catch. So if you be so happy and try to build more construction centers, probably you'll go bankrupt. That's why we need a resource. Alright, we kind of stabilize our economy and everything. but there's one resources that we don't have and we lack in Europe, which is sulfur. And how you can get it, I think the easiest target would be Brunei. So I'm simply gonna attack them. They usually have no battalions and no fleet, so it will be so easy for you, in my opinion. Okay, now we're in Brunei Island, but this will not be the last province here. We're gonna need to conquer more. So I'm gonna continue our path over here. We don't have any infamy, so you don't need to actually scare. So let's just mobilize these guys and deploy the front line. Let's send them here. I'm gonna try to get as much as provinces in Brunei Island, because this is a very good island and it's actually not protected by anyone, so you can take as much as you want. So when you play this game too wild, you always have rebellions. However, that doesn't really matter for you because you have a superior army. Most of the times you're gonna defeat them. As you can see, we got our territories back from the rebellion. So now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna finish this guys first, and then I'm gonna try to do some shenanigans in the Asia, which I will show you in a bit. And finally, this was the one of the laws in Brunei Island. By the way, the reason why I wanted to do that, they don't have many population or GDP, but they have something that I'm looking for, which is dyes. Dye is very, very important in this game because I want to focus on my textile as well, because textile give you a lot of money, even though most of the guys ignore textile, but I am going to focus on that one. And of course, we're playing as Sweden, so we're gonna do some furniture stuff as well. Let's just finish this war. Right, we got our lost provinces. Now I'm gonna talk about what's going on in the world, because the world is so crazy at this point. Russia is attacking Qing with the help of the Austrians, but then Prussia started to do the German leadership play. By the way, Prussia is our defensive allies. We had a defensive pact with them. We could ally them, but I really don't want to ally Prussia until they actually form North German Federation or maybe Germany. So this is the war. French Republic, Austria, Prussia, England, and then Russia. Everyone is at war. So if you want to do some shenanigans, this is exactly the time. Unfortunately, I have nothing to do in Europe pretty much. Like, I don't want to go into Belgium, Italy. I don't know. It's just, if you want to play as Sweden, just play tall in Europe. This is at least how I feel. Now I'm going to teach you a very good trick that you can use in your games as well. In 1846 until 1850, Qing will have a lot of debuffs, as you can see here. I actually want to take advantage from that, so I'm just going to do take treaty port from Ming, and then I will ask for their war reparation. Since they're at war with the Russians, I don't think that will be a very big problem for me. This too will be more than enough, actually. So let's just mobilize our army. I already positioned my army in the Brunei Island, so my invasion will be so quick and easy. As I mentioned before the war even started, this war will be easy. I actually tried to land it, but Korea's actually managed to defeat me, so that was unlucky. I couldn't get to your port, but that was not really my goal at all. So what I want from them is only war reparation. So let's just send our peace deal, and there you go. Now we are making 33,000. Actually 35,000 only from war reparation from Ming. So this is the best strategy as any European nation, guys. I highly recommend you to do it. Now, by the way, don't think that this money will stay here forever. It's not going to happen. So what I recommend you to do, just save this money, make a gold reserve, and then you will make a lot of things with that money in the future. Because I know most of you guys think that, oh my god, I'm making 30,000 per week, so I should build a lot of construction centers. No, you shouldn't. Because then you will go bankrupt after 5 years, because this money only here for 5 years. And I also mentioned that you can form Scandinavia without going to any war. So the strategy is so basic. You're gonna have an alliance or defensive pact with Denmark. This is a crucial one because in one of my games, I actually didn't have a defensive pact or alliance. And someone took treaty port from Denmark so that I couldn't form Scandinavia, which was a very bad event. So invited them into your union. As you can see, they accepted. Now our Swedish mark is there. And also, when the day comes, and when we try to form Scandinavia, they will always accept. By the way, I'm also building a lot of steel because companies are very important in this game. I want to have as much as company as I can, and I want to establish this one, which requires me to have some steel factories in my country, which I'm about to get them. So if you also want to use these companies, which are, I'm telling you, they're extremely overpowerful in this last patch, you should use them as well. Actually, I'm gonna go over my gold reserve, so I'm just gonna lower my tax. If you guys have like a lot of money, as I do have, just lower your taxes. That's it. Lower your taxes, which will improve your country even more. By the way, I landed in Argentina because South America usually empty. Whoever wants to take it, just take it. All it matters is just protect your infamy. So for example, if you have 25, 30, maybe 50 infamy, just stop there. Since I don't have any infamy, I'm just gonna attack any country that I see, especially in South America, because I'm telling you, it's all empty there. Alright, like I said, we're going too fast. By the way, I'm not focusing on nationalism yet because like I queue up 3 technology and none of them is actually pan-nationalism, because this is such a waste of time. You don't need to rush for forming Scandinavia. We still have population, we still have a lot of lands that we can industrialize, so just focus on that one. And also, whenever you get a chance, just go to Norway and reduce their autonomy. This will also help you and only gives you 2.2 infamy. Most of the times they will accept it, so let's just see. I think they actually don't accept it, which is a-okay, guys, you don't need to worry. So let's just mobilize our army here. That was very unlucky, but nothing to complain. You can easily defeat them by yourself. This war is so stupid, but like I said, nothing we can do. So let's just finish this Norway war ASAP, because I don't want to waste my time with Norway. Actually, let's see if we actually attack. I'm just gonna wait. Finally, Norway accept our peace deal, so let me just send it. There you go, we got what we want. We lowered their independence. It cost us a little bit money and some manpower, but it doesn't really matter because we're strong. By the way, we reached the 10 million goal as well. We're going so fast. I'm actually proud of my country now. Whoops, there you go. We have Austria-Hungary Empire here. Russia is very aggressive. British Empire was recently war with the Great Qing. So the world is like what we expected. A chaos. Total chaos. I guess this is time for a little bit update. It's 1860 and we have a lot of problems. I'm going to talk about them. First of all, you remember I had Denmark in my custom union, but they actually left me and go for Russian market. So I need to do something about it. Unfortunately, my ally Prussia keep attacking Austria and Hungary for no reason, and he doesn't gain anything as well. But it doesn't matter. We're gonna do one last war against Russians for sure, because we need to have either Finland or Denmark, and Russia have both. So 100% we need to attack them. I'm expanding here because we need more colonies. Like, that's what I realized. And these places are so good, like extremely good. You see, we have a lot of dye, sugar, cotton. I will keep expand here. However, there is a catch, which is our infamy. It's just so high. It's like 26 at this point, and it's actually high. For our game, at least. It's actually been 2 years that I got pan-nationalism, but I totally forgot because I was totally focused on my lows. I'm trying to get this laissez-faire for like a lot of times, and it's just I cannot get it. Anyways, we can actually form Scandinavia, which is I am so lucky. All I had to do just improve my relationship with the Denmark. Even though they were part of the Russian custom union, it doesn't matter. Should be reset your production methods of the states that you nearly got. So let me just reset all of them. Actually, I should have some here as well, right? Yeah, there you go. And then it's almost all over because these all states, by the way, I got my achievement. I'm a Scandinavian. So we are very, very strong. Actually, we become great power, like literally great power. Our GDP is almost 20 million. Our population is 10 million. In order for you guys to understand, the Ottomans have double amount of population, but our GDP is way higher than them. Actually, we almost catch the Prussians and the Austrians as well. So we're in a very, very good spot. But again, before I end this video, I actually want to attack Russia so hard. Let me just reduce my autonomy in both Holstein. So let me just reduce you as well. There you go. I reduced my autonomy for both of the states. By the way, when you form Scandinavia, if Denmark hold these 2 states, you also get them. So it's very, very good bonuses as well. I can't believe we're just so strong. We have like 114 construction centers. If we just chill and stay here, I think we'll be very strong. However, what I wanted to do, let me just wait for this one. Thanks God, it's in the last case. However, I actually want to try something crazy here. So I'm just going to save my game. There you go. I saved my game here. So now what I wanted to do, I want to liberate Finland. Alright, let's just start our war here. Conquer state and let's go. Like, this guy very scared me, so I think he deserved whatever I pick here. So I'm just gonna wait. Let's just wait here. Let's actually mobilize everything we have. Raise conscripts as well. I can actually bring Great Britain with only giving him... By the way, I got Tripolitania if I haven't mentioned this. I'm only gonna give him this small places here. Scandinavian Togo, and there you go. Sweden is Great Britain is in our side, and I'm gonna call Prussia, which calling my ally. That's it. And now we're gonna make return states. Since we are Scandinavia, we can do return states here. So I'm just gonna add everything I have here as a return state. Let's just go for them. Right, apparently we're gonna have a world war because Austria and Hungary was like, of course, I'm not gonna let you have a good game, so let me just ruin this one. So he's actually here. Let me gather my navy and blockade this place so that Russia will suffer. Actually, I can send them to Black Sea as well, but I don't think I can actually defeat Russian navy. So I'm just gonna play safe and stay here. Let me just declare my rivalry with you as well. Right, this is going to be a very tough and fun war for me. I hope I don't go bankrupt because my economy is not in the best shape right now. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So let's just wait here. I'm so happy to say that, but this war was way easier than I expected. We capitulated Austria in the first place, and then it's just Russia has a lot of battalions, but he's just so weak. Like, let me show you the stats that we have here. Like, I'm not saying I have the best quality in the world, but still we are way stronger than the Brits and also me. So we're pushing forward, but I really don't want to stay in this war way longer because I'm losing a lot of population and at the same time I'm losing a lot of money. So what I'm going to do, guys, you can use the strategy as well. I got what I want, and also I'm gonna let Russians humiliate Prussia. I actually don't give a single snap that Prussia is going to be humiliated. I don't care. By the way, I could get this peace deal way early, but I was just trying to be helpful to Prussians. But now I don't care, so I'm just gonna do the peace deal. And there you go. Now we are a proper Scandinavia. We have everything we need here. And also, again, we don't need to core these states as well. It's just so good. I'm actually having so much fun here. Did I give Tripolitania? No, we didn't give Tripolitania as well. Okay, this run is going way better than I expected. And we're also in the 6th place. Like, literally 6th place. And I'm telling you, Austria-Hungary is just so weak. Now, I'm actually seriously curious what's gonna happen. But I don't want to make this video longer than this one. So, thank you for watching this video. And I would really appreciate if you leave a like. We started as Sweden and we made Sweden actually a strong power in Europe. We defeated the Russians at the end. We have a colonization, a lot of colonization. Let me show you really quick. We have Brunei. This is the most important place, by the way. And we have this African bits. By the way, America got somehow, I don't know. I think they used the transfer state mechanic that they added. So I have this places. This is, by the way, so far the best state in Africa. I'm telling you, whatever nation you play, just hire this place. Just look at this coal mine. It's just so beneficial for anyone. Anyways, I didn't really want to go to South America. I just have Argentina as my puppet. Let me show you here. And also we have a lot of colonization stuff here in Africa. I hate that I had this place as well, but I gave it to Britons. They totally deserve it, by the way. I don't care. And I have this places because in the future this is going to be very important. I was planning to go to Arabia because I want oil. Because in mid game and late game oil is going to be the most important thing. Anyways, I think we had a great game. If you want me to continue this campaign, just leave a like and mention in the comments. If we get 200 likes, I can actually continue this game. And also, if there's any nation that you want me to cover in the video, I can happily do that. And I'm also trying to reach the 1000 subscribers. If you subscribe my channel, I would appreciate that. It really means a lot to me. I will see you in the next video. Take care.